Hey, it's Kelly with Kelly's Cooking on the Cheap, and today we are making cube steak, mashed potatoes with gravy, and a veggie. And as you've seen, I got the meat on markdown at Sam's. And since I bought the family pack, we're doubling the recipe. As you can see, 2 au jus. And even though I did put 1 can of the cream of chicken in, I did at lunch, after I put this together, went to the store and got another one. It also calls for 2 cans of French onion soup, but with the prices of the French onion soup, I just grabbed a container of the beef broth, added 2 cans of beef broth and the onions you see here, and made my version of French onion soup. A little bit more cost effective, and I still had some beef broth left over. And here's a cup of water. Stirred it together, and then I put in the cube steak. There's about 6 of them, I think, which works out to about 2 meals for us, but I think we'll still have a little bit left over since my boy ate at church this evening. I started thawing this meat out last night in the fridge, still a little frozen, so it's hard to get undone. As you can see, some of them were kind of a big blob at the end. I like finding the deals at Sam's. I bought that, and then they had hamburger markdown as well, so we lucked out. So you just cook this either on low for 7 to 8 hours or high for 3 to 4 hours, but I did it at the beginning of my lunch hour. Here I'm getting potatoes ready for mashed potatoes in the crock pot, just in case if we went to church this evening, which we did. That way all I had to do, come home and mash them and fix our veggie. I think one thing I hate about these small potatoes, even though I do like them better, is they're harder to peel. I can't go real quick on them. Here I just quartered them like I would if I were to cook them on the stove or in the Instant Pot. And once I was done, instead of using chicken broth, I used some of the bouillon powder here, sprinkled some on top, and added enough water to cover the potatoes, which was probably about 6 cups or so for what I made here. And then all I had to do was turn it on high and then plugged it in. I forgot to start filming after the beginning of this, but I added butter and let it melt, pepper, and then added milk to taste. Here I was plating up my plate with corn. My husband had broccoli and cheese. About the only way I'll eat broccoli is on a veggie pizza. And I will say it was very good this evening. When I made the potatoes, I did leave a little bit of the chicken broth in there as well to help with the taste. And I will say it did taste pretty darn good. Oh, and before I started mashing the potatoes, I did add a little slurry of flour and water in the cube steak crock pot just to help thicken it up a little. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's very easy, and if it's a day you need to have something